Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Boat Extras. Yes, it's been over a week since I last put anything on, but let's face it, you have 2 hours plus an episode. I think you'd be sick to death of the voice and the face. So, plus I've got August is a worst month for me because I've got grandchildren's birthdays. My son's 40th coming up very, very soon. So it has been a little bit busy and I've had to put the boats to one side. Anyway, I don't know why I said boats, the boat to one side. Anyway, we're back. I've got a gap and I need to get down to that warehouse because we need to figure out what we're doing next. So today is a lovely day. And I'm going to choose which item or mode of transport I'm going to use. And I think I have been on that all day, all week. So I think Edna is the choice of the day. So I'm going to pull her out of the garage and, well, I'm going to see you at the warehouse. So for now, tatty bye. Right, so I think I've got to finish off what I did in the last two, well, the last main episode. So as you can see, we're in its raw state there. We've got the bungs that are still there, they need chopping off. I haven't looked round here yet. Let's have a little ganders. Oh right, so I obviously still need to I need to put the bungs in there. So that I think is what I'm going to do. Now it's probably something that you're not going to be interested in, or are you? I don't really know. But after all, this is Boat Extras. It's raw. It's what everyday life is all about when you're doing a restoration. So I suppose you can speed through it and get to the bits that you do want to see. So I shall continue. By the way, thank you so much for people that are sort of liking this. I was wondering whether it would be boring. I know I talk too much, but it's one of those things that you do. It's in your DNA and that's the way it is. So you can always skip through it. That's the good thing. So yeah, thank you so much for all the nice things that people have said. I'm sure that showing it in its raw way does help because you can, as I say to John, you know, at the end of the day, people can skip through all what I say and just look at the bits that I actually do if it's, you know, if they want to. So I'm content with the way that things are. I can't believe how long each episode is. I know I keep saying, I promise you it won't be so long, but my God, talk about how long it takes. I know it's me chattering away that makes it all, but bloody hell, I can't believe it. It's like War and Peace, some of these episodes. I know. Anyway, there we go. Enough of the ranting. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start cracking on and make these look pretty. Oh, make them look like those, which are very nice. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll debate whether I'm going to show it on film or not. I might set you up and just leave it running. I don't know. If I do that, I don't edit, as you know. I just put it all on. I'll tell you what, I'll do one from start to finish and then you don't need to see the rest. Is that a deal? Okay, I'll do that. So I'll get all my stuff ready and then I'll switch you back on. Right, so I've taken the bungs down, I've chopped them off and I'm now just sanding down and cleaning these edges here. As you can see, there was a bleed over from the sort of, I don't know what you call it. It's rubberized. It's like an adhesive, but it's also a bit like a silicone as well, as one would suggest. So I'm just going to trim that off, and I found just a little bit of a technique that does help. So if I prop that up there, so I run my blade, I find there's like a lip that's on an angle just above the top of this rubbing straight here. So I locate the angle, because I don't want to go too deep, because you know I want the gasket to be there. So when that's I think this is going to be submerged, so when the water's around here, it's not going anywhere other than just over it. So I'm just going to find the angle, and then once I've got it, and then put a little bit of pressure on it. Use a new blade if you can, and just run your blade across, because I don't want to cut into the wood either, like so. And then obviously you want to put the blade flat against the wood, and then run your blade as best you can without taking any of the wood with it. Just run your blade nice and slowly over it, or under that glue stuff, and hopefully the majority of it will come off just like that. Now there's a little bit there. Now I found that this stuff also, by the way, is paintable. So you know, when we come to put the top coat on here, we can mask up, and we can, you know, the paint won't, it will stick to that. So get your sandpaper and just fold it, and then just get that into the nook there, and then just quickly run your sandpaper over it, and it sort of like crumbles it away from the edge. Can you see it just crumbling away? So what you're getting in effect is a good edge, which is what we want. We need a good edge in order to mask up when we come to do the painting. We want to be able to mask comfortably over the wood, because we don't want blue on the wood. So that's basically what an edge. If we left it as it was, which is like that, and we masked up to that, it just will be all over the place, and it would look ugly, and we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. So just take your time, because at the end of the day, as anybody would say, it's all in the preparation. The easy bit is just putting the final coats together and what have you. When you come to decorating, it's all in the prep work. So there you go. So we've got that now. There, you can see there's a bit of a thing going on there. I'll have you out of there straight away. There you go. All the way along. It's nice, and there's a good place to put your masking tape. So I'm going to do these areas here. See, it didn't bleed through there, but that's the effect we actually want. We want to remove as much as we can, but not too much. And then we've got a perfect surface to mask up. So you can see what I'm up to. So I'll do the boring bit, and then we'll come back and we'll see the overall effect. See you in a minute. Right, so the other side is now sort of glued with all the bungs in it, etc. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do what I did with these main rubbing straights when I first put those on. If you want to have a look back, or you've probably already seen them, but for the ones that are new, every day for the next week, when I've been here, and at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day and the end of the day, I get my sponge, which desperately needs replacing by the look of it, and I give it a once over and then go home, or arrive, do it, and then do my work, and then give it another one, and then go home. And I keep doing that, and I keep allowing this Danish oil to soak in as far as it possibly will go. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to finish for the day, and I'm going to give it a coat like so. Now, as you know, I haven't sanded it down to a smooth level. It's really coarse, is this grain at the moment, and it's as open as it'll ever be, and which is exactly what I want, because I want this to soak in as much as possible. Lovely colour, isn't it? The wood I'm on about, because this is just completely clear. Do the ends. The thing is because you're still got a bit of painting to do and what have you, you can, with this sponge, you can really squidge it into the areas that you want it to go. So much better than an actual brush, to be honest. I know I've said that many a time before on when I did the first lot, but it's true. It gets in everywhere where you want it to. Okay, so that's that one. Move you down a bit. There we go. Be generous and get as much as you can. Yeah, I definitely need to bring another one of these sponges. It's definitely past its sell-by date. It's done its job. Feel it crumbling away. It's meant to clean dishes, not restore a boat. Amazing what things you can find to use. There we go. So it's as quick and easy as that, but you can imagine going over it and over it all the time. Just keep layering it up, and the more coats, I believe, the more coats you give it. You can see it's already drying off, unless that's a dry patch that I've missed. Let's just give it an extra stroke. There we go. That needs to go in a bag. Not that I'm going to use it again. But, no, in fact I won't put it in a bag because it'll make me bring a new one. There we go. So there you have it. Transition from the old, well, I'm saying old, just a few years, and now we've got it coated in its first coat. And don't forget, they were already coated originally before they went on the boat. I gave it a light coat. There we are. So that's going to get the treatment every time I'm here for the next week. What day are we on? Friday. Well, next week anyway. And you can see that they're all sanded, they're all trimmed, and they're all bunged, ready to be sorted. Possibly, no, it won't be tomorrow. Won't be tomorrow. I've got a barbecue to do tomorrow. There we go. So there you are. Right, so there we are. So I'm going to tidy up, get the girls back in here, and I will see you in all probability on Monday. So till then, see you later. And a good morning to you guys. It's a Monday, and basically I've just arrived and I'm just deciding what I'm going to do. But the first thing we are going to do is we are going to give that a coat there, because the ritual is every time I arrive I give this a quick coat, this side and the other side, and then when I leave I give it another coat, and that's what we do. So I've got to decide what I'm going to be doing today. I've not decided because Father's just arrived. He's down from Scotland, and well, he might be having one of my MGs. You don't know yet, but he's thinking about it. He's tempted. It's in his DNA. He loves vintage cars. He's had many himself. Say hello, Pops.
Hello, Pop.
Yes, yes, so there you go. There he is. Hold on. There you are.
I've not come to put an engine in today.
No, he hasn't. He really hasn't. I'm not geared up for it mentally. So, hey, you haven't seen this, have you? Come forth.
No, I'm going to come and have a look at your
handiwork
work that you've put in.
There we are.
Oh, right, yeah, that's nice.
Yes. So my first job, as I've been explaining to my subscribers here,
yeah,
I am going to. What I did is I give it a coarse sand first,
right,
and then I've oiled it.
Yeah.
And every morning I come in, give it a coat there and there on the other side as well, that you will see, and then when I leave I give it another coat, and I keep building it up for this week. Keep building it up till eventually it'll end up that colour. Yeah. And then I'll give it a sand back so it's nice and smooth like that, and then give it a final going over.
I tell you what, it's very good.
Yeah.
I've only seen it on the video.
Well,
I've only been watching it on the video up in Scotland.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, when I come down, I'll see if he's doing and telling me the truth. And yes, it's looking excellent.
Telling me the truth. Yeah, it's funny.
You never know. You're looking at a raffle here, you know.
Yeah. Right. So I'll show you the side.
Can I have a look at the other?
Yes. Yes.
Please.
Yeah, it's like having a teacher here. It's marking your work.
Oh,
There you are, sir.
oh yeah. Yeah.
So you
9.5 out of 10 at the moment.
at the moment, so you can see that there's a that glue that I used.
Yeah, I can see
it's
that.
rubberized, so if it gets hit,
It should. It won't.
it
matter.
It won't matter. It won't fracture
Well,
in any
it
way.
won't matter. But it's.
Do you know what I mean?
The idea is not to hit things.
I'm not going to,
No.
but the fools out there that will.
Yes, but I remember something on the back end that the first time you took it out, you took it off.
Yes, don't be telling them that.
Oh, well, yes. I am.
Yes, well, it was the first time I'd driven the thing, so
And you've forgotten there's an extra bit on the back.
yes. Right. Now.
Oh, this is looking posh.
Oh yes, I found the workshop manual to it. Workshop manual, guys. Look.
Right. No, I like that chain. That's a lot better. Yeah, that's a good. That's good.
Yeah.
We've got an extra inch out of that.
Right.
I'm putting it back in. There'll be another extra inch there.
Right. Okay. Cool. So yes, so there you are. There's the engine. If you want to put it in the boot of your car, I'd like it painting in its original colours. So
But of course you would.
So if you could bring it back
I'm not
in.
very good at painting.
No, but you're good at mechanical.
Ah, well, no, then we won't go into that.
Yeah, so you could do that. So that's it. Right, so what we're going to do, or what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go aboard and suss out what I need to do next. So,
You're going to show me what you've done up there now.
Oh, I've got that shoe. Actually, I've got that shoe to fix.
That what?
I've got that shoe to fix.
Oh, we'll forgive you for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing to do with the boat, but hey. No. Yeah, so I'm going to show Pops what I'm doing up there, and then I will then show you. Oh, I think I'll probably go into the gas bottle because if I remember rightly, a gentleman called Tom who inquired about the gas bottle. He's quite right. I think I will pull that out because I'm interested myself. I'll pull that out, pop it on the boat, and we'll just decide what area it's going to go in. So Tom, if you're watching, I think we'll start with the gas bottle. So you started it off for me. So I will see you on. I will see you aboard soon. Right. So I've just.
I'm looking in here.
Are you having a look in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So here we are. This is the. I'll just get down off the here first. Oh. So that is the original metalwork that held that gas bottle when it was all dismantled. Now there's this pipe that goes off it. I am assuming that pipe led to the gas cooker by the look of it. I would say so, yes. And this, I think, was for airflow that led out of the boat, and I can see, actually I can see, I'll just pop that in there. I can see that clearly, I think, was attached to that because it seems to be the closest. There's no other one apart from that one there, but I think that was to the fridge possibly. I'm not so sure what that one was for yet, but the exits on this side of the boat is there, one there up against the bulkhead, that one, and that one. What's over here? There's one there, and there's one there. I think that was an air thing for the fuel tank, because if I remember rightly, the fuel tank used to live there. That's the exhaust for the engine. Not so sure what that one was for yet, unless that was connected to there maybe, so the rainwater, yes, would flow out. That makes more sense actually. Right, so there we are. So we've actually got, I don't need to make one because I've got one. Now, is what I would like to know, I might have answered it myself actually, what I would like to know is if I wanted to carry two bottles, one that lies dormant and one that's in use, do I need two of those or just the one that's actually being used and switched on? That is a question that maybe you guys could answer. So, what do you think, Dad?
I would think one dormant, because you can put it somewhere else if you need be.
Right, so you would say that is...
If that's your main source of usage,
yeah,
that's okay, but if you want to put one somewhere else, I can't see any reason why not.
You'd need two of them.
I don't think you'd need two of those.
No,
because
just one that's being actively live.
That's a live one.
Yeah,
and the other one can be put
anywhere.
wherever you got room.
Right, okay. Yeah, well,
I would think so, as
please,
long as it's secure.
You can answer the question if you wouldn't mind before I try and do some research on it. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to mess around with that to start with, and stay tuned, you will be back. Right, so I've set this up, there we go, as I think it must have gone. because obviously I think that went that way because the air flow down there is obviously close to that, so I think that obviously connected to that. That must have connected to the original gas pipe that used to run along here all the way around, and then it used to drop down here, so that's obviously where that is. So I think that box we definitely can use again, and I think a gas bottle of that size, which was also mentioned that you can now get the refillable ones, so when you go to a gas station or a petrol station, you can actually fill your own up, which I think is a brilliant idea. So I think if I can get a bottle of that similar size, then I think it would be great. So with that said, I think my next job is to make that look a hell of a lot better. I'm going to take that down there, put it on the bench, and I'm going to start some work on it. So we shall go back down there. Right, I'll just set you up there a minute. Right, it's not in bad condition actually. I don't know whether the camera actually picks it up. If I put that there and the light's behind me, I mean there's a little bit of discoloration in there, but actually the box is I would regard that as extremely salvageable. I think we'll take that off. I've already taken that brass thing off there, the gas pipe itself. It's obviously been screwed to maybe the wood section at the other side, so maybe we could use those. And looking at this stuff that they've painted it with, that's obviously hammerite by the look of it. I mean, I'm not going to make a concourse job of it. There seems to be a hole in the bottom, so I could actually screw it to the base of the floor, which I might do because I quite fancy it being centralised rather than up against the bulkhead. Although I might change my mind like I normally do when I get it back up there. So I think what I'll do is we'll give that I think we'll take the pipe off first. I'll just set you up there for now. It's quite loose, that anyway. This is definitely serviceable. Yeah, that's serviceable. Brass, of course. PTF tape. It's been done properly. So that can be kept, and it's got, that's brass. So one would assume that this might even be the original gas bottle box. Looking at it, because they originally had gas facilities in these boats. They weren't electric, because you had the which I actually have got. Actually, good question, where is it? There was the boiler itself, the original one, and I cleaned it up, but I need might need my son-in-law to just check it to see if it works. I might give it him actually just to see if it works, but I don't know where I'm going to put it now because I was thinking of having a new one. I know I'm talking about I tend to wander off. Let's concentrate on sorting the box out. So I think we've got structurally a good box there. I can clean that up so that'll look good. I don't think I'm going to be needing that because I've got new pipe already there, and I can tell This is not as thick as that other one, so I don't need that. I will keep those washers with that, I think. Should I keep that? Yeah. I keep everything, me. So I'll put that, I will file that with the rest of the stuff at the back. I don't need those now, so they can go back in the MG. I'm minus the 5/16, which I'm annoyed about. That's probably in my toolbox in my garage at home, I hope. Or it's dropped in the back of the green one. I'll just shove them out of the way for now. Right, so I think I'm going to get my I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to get my drill with a wire brush on it. There we go. I'm going to get a drill with my wire brush on it, go over it, and I'll meet you at that stage before I decide what I'm going to paint it in. Okay, so I'll do a bit of cleaning and I'll see you right back. Right, this is a halfway house little update. So as you can see, I'm using my drill with that on it just to take all the loose bits off, because I don't need to go overboard with it, obviously, although I must admit I do like to make it look nice and presentable. And also I have got a product in my garage, because I've just realised it, called stone chip. And stone chip is used at the bottom of cars. So along the sides of vehicles, if you look at your own vehicle for example, sometimes you will see a faint line of sort of a mottled rubberized area to stop the, as it says, to stop the stones from chipping the underneath of your vehicle. And I think I might just stone chip the inside, rubberize it, and the reason for that is it holds the bottle in place. I think you're supposed to strap it up as well, but also it'll sort of insulate it. Well, no, not insulate it, that's wrong. What it will do is it will stop anything from rattling. I think that's ultimately what I want. And then of course I can paint the outside, which I'm going to now use the drill on this side. As you see, it's a decent bit of steel actually, so that's good. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now I might be cut short because we've just had some communication, John and myself, and he is coming down, and we're going to open episode 55, and we are opening 55 because we are going to deal with those windows there. And I've decided that the smaller, these are the smallest ones on the boat, with the exception of those windows there. I'm going to order from what they're called, Seal Direct, some Clayton Wright window seals. I can't remember if it's FW30, it could be 39, but I think I need a 3 and a 5mm with a 8/9mm web. It's all gobbledygook. It was to me until I managed to suss it out. Anyway, I'm going to order that, and they should arrive soon. So that video of episode 55 will consist of this window going in. Now that window there, for the opposite side, needs finishing off, because although it is top coated on that side, it's primered on that side, so I need to spray that. But this one is complete. All I need to do with that is just get rid of the overspray on the glass. So that's going to be episode 55, is starting to get the windows in, and I'm only going to order the gaskets for just that window to double check, make sure that it's correct. So I'll crack on with that, and we'll get to the stage where I either undercoat, well, I will undercoat it, but you'll see that shortly. Okay, see you soon. Bye for now. And a warm welcome back to you, my friends, colleagues in the boat world. How are we today? Well, I've had about 2 weeks off. Do you know why? I've had a bad back. And do you know why? Because I've been pulling these things in and out. Because I've been pulling them out manually so that I don't stop starting them, so I don't clog and choke them up. But guess what? I'm going to choke my back up. So I've been horizontal for quite a while. But I'm back. Not that you'd notice, because, well, I just left this GoPro here thinking I would be back the next day, but I wasn't. Anyway, so what are we doing now? I'll tell you what we're going to be doing. We're going to get this looking pretty. That, the gas bottle. And the weapons of choice are... I found these in my garage at home. There we are. I can't see what I'm doing. There we are. Hammerite. Smooth hammerite. That's what I'm going to be using. And it just so happens I've got another tin that seems to be not professionally put back together again. So there's going to be a few mil thick skin on it, but we'll try and get rid of that so we can use that up. And that is stone chip for cars. And I'm going to use that, I think. It's hammerite as well. I'm going to use that on the inside, so it's rubberized. So that is the job for this morning. Well, it's morning for me anyway. So I'm going to plonk you there. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Right. So I think I need to take the watch off. And I think I might wear some gloves today. Be semi-professional. That wasn't me, it was the gloves. So let's tell you that. Right, where is... Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll use this. Right, so I need to just give this a quick clean over with a bit of white spirit of something or other. So, yeah, definitely needed a bit of a wipage. Let's put some of that on there. I won't clean the bottom yet because I'll need that as a surface to stand it on, because that can be always be done at a later stage. I think we need to just chuck a bit of that in there actually. There. Let the fluid do the work. There we are. Today's not a brilliant day out there, so I'm not going to take the cars out. We don't really need to take them out today because we can work on this side of the warehouse today. And I'm only doing this. Oh yes, and of course we're going to be, well, the current episode that's meant to be going out and should have been out, as should have this. We are currently, I've got all the gaskets, I've got the window stuff and what have you. that there is the window that we're going to be doing. So the window is down there somewhere, all cleaned up, ready to go in. So that's the episode that we're going to be doing. I'm looking forward to doing that actually, because that's going to be a very good indicator for the rest of the windows. Right, I think that is good to go. Right. So what I'm going to do is I've got some Scotch Blue, which is really good tape. I'm going to mask the top bit because I'm going to paint the smooth Amorite in black on the outside, and I'm going to stone chip the inside. I just think it's going to work stone chipped on the inside, rubberized. I don't know why, it seems a logical thing to do. So I don't know why I've got the gloves on now, because masking tape and rubber gloves don't mix. So we'll just quickly give this a mask over. Just right on the edge. May work if I continue it around, if it's straight. It is. Ish. No, wanders off there. So let's put that on. There. Right. Okay. So I want the heat gun. Where's the heat gun? Typical, isn't it? The heat gun's on the boat. Of course it's on the boat. Right. I'll just switch you off a minute. I'm going up there to get the heat gun because I want to make sure this is really dry. And also, I want to heat the metal up because things adhere better if they are warm rather than cold. So just bear with me a tick while I switch you off for a second. Right. So, I'm just going to give this a warm up. We're also going to give that a warm up. I'll boil the kettle. Just stick that in there for a minute. Get this to a point where it's sort of not cold, not hot. Multitasking, look. Very rare in a man, that, you know. Just these corners that need drying off a bit more. I think that'll do. Put that on the floor out of the way. Now I don't know how this actually works, whether it's a wrinkle effect or I would think it would be. So it is overpaintable as well. Where can I put you so you can see what I'm up to? So my idea is I'm going to spray this area first, and I'll probably do down there a bit, and then I'll turn it over so that's on the flat side and do that, and then I'll do that on all four sides, and I've got equal sprayed areas. So I think I'll do that first. So I'll try and hold the camera. Where can I spray? Right, okay. I have to be careful because I've got cars in here. I don't want to overspray on them. Right. No. You know when I said I could multitask? I've just run out of multitasking. There we are. Stick you there. Right, so my idea is to spray. Whoa. Maybe I need a mask. Maybe I do. Have we got a mask available? Yes. This will do. Let's put this on. Right, there we are. Oh, take that off. There you are. See that finish? I know that's just one coat. I think I'm inclined to do more than one coat, but I think what we'll do is we'll coat all sides to start with. We'll take it from there. Let's move the camera back a bit so it doesn't actually get spray over it. Can't really see, there's not really any light in there, is there? Okay, well we'll keep rotating. That's not so bad. I think this will be the fourth. Bad. It's good. I think it'll dry matte actually as well. Right, so obviously I've done the four sides, we just need to do the base. So quite a big can. I think it's a case of just see if we can move that into a better position. It looks like it's covered it okay. Is that a reaction I see or not? Oh, it seems to go okay. See if I can get you in there. It is like a stippled effect actually. Or maybe it's because I did it from distance that it's gone like that. But you know what? It's inside. So I think what we'll do is we'll just give that another... I think we'll give that another coat. I'll hold you. Flick you over. I might just open the doors a bit more. Get a bit of air in. I think I've done all four sides, haven't I? Yeah, I think you have. Give the bottom a go in. Right. Okay. I'll just take that off there. There we go. That's it. Done on the inside. So really now, because I'm going to brush this, I'm going to use the Hammerite, and I have a brush somewhere. There we go. So it won't affect there. I can now brush this, and then we can leave it. So I'll get my brush all ready and this Hammerite, and then we'll start that. Bear with me a sec. Right, got myself a cheap brush. And I'm going to put this Hammerite on. Let's see what it looks like. It's probably going to look lovely. I think I'll brush upwards. I don't think it needed undercoat on this. Oh. Actually, I didn't really read the the instructions on it, to be honest. Hopefully it'll be fine. It's hammerite when all's said and done. You do gates with it, don't you, of course? Well, we're going to find out. I suppose you just slap it on first and then move your brush strokes accordingly. Yeah, what's that? That looks pretty good for a first coat. Why are you wobbling? Probably because you're not even. It's alright for a first coat on that side. Is it round? You can see there, can't you? Oh yes, you can. I think I might have told you that camera just switches itself to black and I can't see what it's showing, so that's why sometimes I check, see if it's still on. dry overnight. I'm assuming it will. And then it can go on the boat. I think I'll be back tomorrow. I've got to go to a funeral tomorrow, but it won't be all day. So hopefully I can get myself back here to do a bit more work. What day are we on today? I don't know. Is it Thursday? Or is it Wednesday? I can't remember. Thursday. Yes, it's tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's 2:30 actually, thinking about it. Actually, it's gone off in the inside, so that's good. And I think this is paintable as well. I might paint it. Not today though. Let it properly cure, I think. I've been known to be impatient and do things and then it's backfired on me. So I think leaving it for at least 12 hours or more, I think will be fine. And also I found that this stuff, from memory, it's best not to put too much on because it tends to drip down, and that's when it gets a bit unsightly. Yes, I know it's forever covered up, but you know what I mean, it's there, isn't it? And every time you lift the cushions up to go to the gas bottle, you're always going to be led to that point. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right. I think we're all covered. I know the bottom's not covered, but I'll do that another day. I should have worn the gloves. I got the gloves out, didn't I? Look at me. And it's Amorite as well. That's going to be on a week. Such a plonker. Right, there you go. So, first impressions. Click you on. And then you've got the matte finish in there, and then you've got your gloss finish out there. So I think that's okay. That's a drip there, can you see? That's not me, that's an original drip. You see what I mean? That's going to put, I'm going to be seeing that, and that's going to have to go at the back. But you can see what I mean. Looks good. Looks like new again, which is what we want. Right, so there we go. I'll clean the brush and then I'll decide what's going to happen then. So until then, you can make yourself a cup of tea or do whatever you want. Bye for now. Right, well, I think what I'll do is I've given that another coat. Like I say, every time you appear at I appear here, I give it a dose of that on both sides, and I just keep layering it on. It's seconds of a job, but it soaks in, and then when we come to varnishing the whole lot, obviously we've got to repaint the hull, flat it off and give it another fresh coat of paint, which I don't know whether that's going to be this year or it's going to be next year. I'm not so sure. Might run out of time because I need to concentrate on getting those windows in, but my battery is about to die, so that really has put a halt to this video. So what I might do, because we are on Thursday, I think I will upload this and let that run, and then I will continue I shall start again like I normally do on these. But stay tuned for that video for the window, because that is definitely the that's the next one to go on. So I'm pleased with the job that's done. I think I will give it another coat tomorrow. I'm going to leave that as it is because I think that's absolutely fine. And until then, we'll see you on the next Boat Extras. Bye.